The CEO leaned back in his leather chair, smug as a snake oil preacher, and announced it in front of 200 of us. "Your bonus has been deleted." The words were meant to cut, to humiliate. His grin lingered as if he expected me to break. I didn't. I just nodded once, my voice calm, deliberate, perfect timing. He smirked, thinking he'd won. What he didn't know was that his bright red digital signature, the same one he used to cancel my bonus, had already deleted something else. A 2.1 billion license renewal. His empire's lifeline. And by the time he realized it, the oxygen in his golden tower would already be gone. I remember the first time I met him, fresh out of university, wide-eyed, hungry. He shook my hand with a kind of grip that made you feel chosen. He said he valued loyalty. He said the company was a family. For years, I believed him. I worked late nights, weekends, holidays. I defended him when whispers spread about his arrogance. I convinced myself that ambition explained the cruelty, that brilliance excused the lies. But families don't bleed you dry. Families don't betray you the moment you outgrow obedience. It started small, a file missing from my shared drive, my name absent from a board presentation I built, a dinner invite forgotten. Then the numbers came in. My division brought in record profits, $500 million above forecast. Yet in the official report, the credit shifted upward, rewritten as his personal triumph. The final crack was a conversation I wasn't meant to overhear. His voice carried through the glass walls of the boardroom. "She's useful, but she'll never sit at this table. Cut her legs before she grows too tall." I stood frozen in the hallway, smile plastered on my face as coworkers passed. Inside, something cold and sharp clicked into place. I didn't rage. I didn't cry. I watched. I listened. He liked control. He liked shortcuts. He signed off documents without reading them, too arrogant to imagine a trap could be laid inside routine paperwork. So I built my weapon. Line by line, clause by clause, I rewrote the renewal request for our most critical license, the one that allowed us to operate in Asia. Buried inside the legal jargon, beneath a sea of numbers, sat a single clause. Upon deletion of digital authorization, contract rights are automatically revoked. It was invisible, hidden in plain sight, and the signature required to activate or to cancel was his alone. The setup took months. I filed the documents under routine renewals. He didn't question it. He never did. I built backups of every email, every timestamp, every signature. Quietly, I befriended a clerk in the licensing office. Just casual coffees, harmless conversations. But when the time came, she confirmed the rules. A single unauthorized cancellation nullified the contract. No appeals, no exceptions. All I had to do was wait. And then came the meeting. "Your bonus has been deleted," he said, with the same red click of his e-signature. The same click that traveled, unseen, into the hidden clause of that license. The moment he thought he was erasing me, he was erasing himself. The fallout arrived at dawn. My phone buzzed with frantic alerts, executives locked in emergency calls, lawyers scrambling. By 9 a.m., he stormed into the office, his face drained, tie askew. "Who authorized this?" he barked, slamming the canceled license on the table. I looked at the page, then at him. His own red signature glared back like a bloodstain. "You did." For the first time, silence followed him into the room. No one rushed to defend him. No one looked up. His empire had just lost its most profitable market, and there was no undoing it. I watched realization crawl across his face, slow, ugly, undeniable. His hand shook as he grabbed for his phone, dialing lawyers, ministers, anyone who could save him. But the clause was iron. His authority had killed the license, and all I did was let him. By noon, the board had convened. By evening, his resignation for health reasons was announced. He left the building without his entourage, without his swagger. Just a man carrying a box, walking into a future he couldn't control. I stood by the window, watching him fade into the blur of city lights. My heart didn't race, my hands didn't tremble. There was only a quiet satisfaction, a final exhale after years of suffocation. He taught me loyalty was weakness. He taught me that power belonged to those who dared to take it. But what he never understood is that the sharpest blade is patience. The last words he ever said to me were, "Your bonus has been deleted." He never heard my reply in full. Perfect timing.